Hyvää vappua. Today in Finland we celebrate already 1st of May. Just saying, hyvää vappua. Glada vappen till alla. Yes, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Crosswatchers and all Aquarius Collective, welcome. This is your monthly May 2025 reading. And indeed, May start 1st of May. Tomorrow, I think many people will celebrate 1st of May. But here we are, making this predictive, the Sphinx reading, Sphinx Gate reading related to the Never-Ending Story movie and book. Let's start. You got third eye chakra crystal from Romania. This is a special one, labradorite. And thanks to this, you got my own tarot deck, and we start immediately seeing the Sphinx Gate. So here you can also see already your advice card from this Anubis Oracle. That will be Egyptian style advice in the end. So bust is this cat. This is something holy longing and desire and instinct and sensuality. Now for May, of course, the ruling planet of Taurus is Venus. So maybe there is some Venusian things happening. Actually, there is even, which date is it now when the Venus changed to Aries? So there will be, just knowing that, there will be more fire in your desires. But okay, now we have the questions here. So Aquarius, Sphinx Gate of self-worth. What do I really think of myself? Three things. It's like maiden, mother, crone. Anyway, let's see. Then I think before I go any further, the Sphinx Gate first one is really important. It's like you have to be confident enough in the movie. If the hero Atreyu feels scared and not confident, he will be destroyed by the Sphinx. The Sphinx will burn him alive, literally, but he is confident enough, also he passes the first gate. But before we go any further, I'm gonna give you a luck dragon, Falcor, that this will be your guardian angel in this reading. If you see something negative or something scary, we can always then turn that card, and then we have a Gmod card. If things go way too positive, then it's time to look this kind of wolf. This could be on the table from the Minecraft. Dennis is here to represent the Gmorg. So let's see now this two advice guidance. So this is the Falcor, and now we have this darkness shadow self for Aquarius. Now let's put this more. So Aquarius, mirror gate, who am I really? Confrontal moment. These two things. And then we have the Southern Oracle Gate with the Sphinx, the secret you need to know to complete your quest. And then what you need to do with that knowledge, and now in May. So here you go. Welcome anybody tuning in. This is a monthly predictive reading for sign Aquarius. In the end of this reading, I will take a free psychic question from the audience. So if you are Aquarius, you're allowed to ask. This is the nature of this kind of monthly reading. I do allow people to ask even whatever you want to know. So let's see. The first gate of self-worth. Okay, interesting. Aries card, we will find a way. Beautiful Papa Deer and the Bambi is here. What do I think of myself? It's this very like a boss energy, leadership energy, like we will find a way. You will figure it out. You will mastermind it like a true leader and daddy. And not just that, we have a log lady, okay. Ace of Wands. Everything is very, very like a forest related. Anyway, how beautiful it is to find treasure. Some say it's inside of us. That is so near. Then why it's so hard to find, log lady? My log is aware. So, of course, log lady doesn't want that any of the trees are cut. Like this tree is here, very like a symbol of the father, actually. in some oracles, this kind of tree, but she is like consulting the look like a psychic. Now we have here like a 4 and a 1, so we have like Ace of Wands, totally this kind of passionate start. You see yourself like a fire starter, initiator, that you have some great initiative. Like if you are a leader kind of type, you see yourself like somebody who is taking the lead. You're also having that like a let's say like you jumpstart stuff, like you are getting going with some passion. And then this one, we're gonna consult here. So it would be like freedom. Yeah, that's even better meaning. This means actually freedom from restraints. Freedom is very important, usually like a theme for Aquarius. So you are like free to act. It's like, let's go, some new passion project. And then we have third one, how you think about yourself and your self-worth is all about like you are this kind of initiator and leader. And then, oh wow, kind of spiritual leader too, because be a guiding light to others. This is a Hierophant card, actually very Taurus season card. But interesting, this wolf I put already on the table. So you are really having this earthly leaders, like a leader of the like a, let's say, material world and the spiritual world, with a stick, like a log. Like, let's do this. Like some Gandalf would have like this kind of wizard, like a stuck. You have it in the middle. So that is, it's really potent. Numbers 4, 1, 5, and that is totally the number now of 1st of May. Oh my god, this is such an interesting thing. This self-worth is really timely. Like, we are now in April, and tomorrow is 1st of May. This is totally talking about today. I didn't even realize. Who is here? Hars Vadran Brat, can you ask for tarot for solution of one of my questions? So if you are Aquarius, I'm only reserving this is a sacred space for Shadow Love now for monthly May reading for Aquarius. So that to be relevant to Aquarius, the question has to be related to Aquarius. You have to be, or you have to have some Aquarius placement that you know. So then I can take that question. Otherwise, I will see like I don't know if I do any special reading for now 1st of May. I was thinking I might, but I might be busy. So if I do, I might give a chance to people to just ask. Because usually, if you're new to the channel, every Sunday I keep this kind of pick-up reading, and there any sign can ask. So next Sunday, 6 o'clock, there you have a chance. But this is really talking about this time. Something is happening now. It's really like something is happening now. My lock is aware. 1st of May, Aquarius, something is going on here. So then, anyway, this is your self-worth, but you're aware. You're very much like active with some project, starting with something. Then interesting is almost like somebody would have like logs, like I know, like in the countryside, you are having this to warm the house. So Harsh Vardhan say, so I have an Aquarius girlfriend, Aquarius rising, so how does she feel about me? Okay, I can take this question in the end, but this, you cannot interrupt. This is a general reading now for Aquarius. If you are patient and wait enough, I can take this question in the end. Now we are focusing on general Aquarius reading. So this is now the Sphinx Gate reading, and this is like a hero's quest. So we are in the first Sphinx Gate, and this was the revelation. So there is Aries card, there is Ace of Wands. This is actually very phallus symbol. Usually even there will be really like that kind of passion, like a sexy passion even. That you are this kind of initiator, or you have what it takes to start something. And then Hierophant card, Taurus card. Aries and Taurus, but this is also 1st of May. So something is really happening now. Next, this is such a positive thing that maybe, as this wolf was showing up here, and we have this darkness card here, let's look immediately now to the shadow self. What is in the shadows? What would like sabotage this good flow? Okay, Anubis. The dark dark dog. Anubis challenges us to confront our fears, our shadows, and the hidden parts of ourselves that we often prefer to keep buried. Courage and resilience. So, Keymore card is totally the death guardian Anubis dog. We show also in Anubis oracle here. So sometimes I'm thinking even the Sphinx statue could originally have been this Anubis, because the position is really similar, only that the head has been altered later. But like this, if you look, this is really like looking like the Sphinx statue. But here you have to confront those fears. That's just saying. Let's go forward. Maybe we look also of the helper. That is, this would be your like a little shadow self here. But this is of course Knight. I say like Knight of Pentacles. So steady Knight, who is this kind of farmer Knight, who is really like a Taurus style, putting the work like a farmer, being very meticulous, like things are done in order, and even very patient, like a resilience. Like somebody is looking until the last card, even like is patiently waiting and letting this kind of mysteries unfold, because sacred space is that when you allow this kind of sacred space to be, like I'm creating also here, then the revelation can come. You have to allow in your life this kind of sacred space, and sacred also in whatever way you make this ritual. But this is here. Could be the shadow self that maybe you prefer to keep buried some stuff. There is a lot underneath. Okay, the positive guidance angel is 10 of Wands. So related to this Ace of Wands is totally starting something. Now your Falcor, the luck dragon, wanna say that I give all I got. So this person, this is a Rainbow Crow, is finishing the project. In this case, the Rainbow Crow is a story that it's bringing the fire to the world, but in doing so is losing its rainbow colors and become completely black, because the fire burns this bird. But this you are like, spirit sees that you have this kind of like, I give all I got, like you don't give up. A bit like this farmer also, it's very slow moving, but is courageous. You should combine these two if you want to kind of have integration of shadow and light. But very beautiful cards so far. So let's go forward. This is next the mirror gate. Now the mirror gate, who am I really? The spirits show who you are really, Aquarius. Wow. It is not what is outside, but what is inside that counts, Aladdin. So there is Aladdin and the lamp. And this is the Page of Wands, the adventurous page, wanting to go for adventures, wanting to find some hidden magic, wisdom even, or wishes. This is like a beautiful, this Aladdin is making a fish movement. So you are this kind of adventurers, but not just that. Okay, victorious, 6. Unicorn. Do what you love in the service of those who love what you do. Very positive cards. Interesting that this is like having a horse here, the page, but here the horse is here. So it's kind of, what kind of unicorn is? It is not what is outside, but what is inside that counts, even in the case of this unicorn. It's really not how it looks, what is inside. And of course, this is the hero being victorious. 6 of Wands, beautiful. There's such a wand energy. This is passion project energy here. But Spirit sees that, Aquarius, you are this kind of person who is a winner. is even consulting sometimes a bit like, okay, sometimes you need a little bit like extra extra lamp spirit here, and then for sure you will win. But I think the message here is also like, okay, you are really not giving up and so, but this is, the darkness has a lot of power. And it's about confronting our fears, our shadows, and the hidden parts of ourselves that we often prefer to keep buried. So that's maybe a little bit like a question for you now in May. What you keep buried? There is a lot of treasure there. If you let it, like, almost like I had this once this image coming to me when I was talking about hard stuff, that it's really like a black gold, if you would think about oil that you're drilling, and you go so deep that there is all this kind of like a stuff that has become an oil, like dinosaur time time shit, and it has actually turned to be black gold, and it's just started coming up. So something like this black gold in your shadow self, there is something valuable there. Don't discard it like a useless. There can be a lot of treasures there that this Anubis is guarding. It's like a funeral box. But okay, the hard feelings, if somebody dies even, it can be really hard emotions there. So I mean, how can you see the light in if somebody, for example, would die? Then it's like, okay, the sadness can be overwhelming. Even there is a lot of beauty there. Okay, then we see here the secret you need to know to complete your quest. So this is the Southern Oracle. Wow, the Lock Lady comes really strong here. This is a Judgment card. Wow. So this is my prophecy card, the Judgment card. Lock Lady having a cherry cake and all kind of stuff happening here. But you have to have kind of a moment to reevaluate and like a look what has happened, like this kind of judgment day that you are like a kind of judging what has been going on and what is happening now and what's going to happen in the future, like have this kind of little moment of understanding what's going on. This Lock Lady is again here, but this here was start everything with this, my lock is aware and now it's here. That's the secret. You need to know that you're this kind of Lock Lady. Started with this forest. Everything is happening in this forest. So, and the crow is now here having a cake with a spoon, while here this is the luck dragon. So your luck dragon is this kind of messenger of God also, like same as this lamp spirit. Crow is really like this kind of messenger of underworld, upper world, and it's here in your coffee table. Nice. Prophecy. Understand that you are able to do prophecies. You're able to maybe this Hierophant come through, like this kind of spiritual leader. Like you have abilities to be this kind of spiritual teacher and leader. This is also leader. The Lock Lady was already here, but here it's this confirmation. You are like a Lock Lady, man or woman, but you are like a Lock Lady. Okay, and a unicorn and everything beautiful. Then what you need to do now with that knowledge that you're a Lock Lady. Wow, another 10. 10 of Pentacles. This is totally leaving a legacy. In this case, is no matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world. Dead Poets Society, the seal of Saturn. So this is telling how you manifest things. This is completely getting money and being abundant. Beautiful card. You have to almost like trust that you the abundance is yours. Like whatever you invest to something, but it's something to do with the words and ideas can change the world. What are those kind of words and ideas? it's used to decide. Okay, interesting. Very spiritual here. 10 cards repeating. Wow. This is really, you are succeeding. I think this is telling you also that Jupiter is moving to Gemini now in 14 of, this is a May reading, 14 of May, and you could check, usually it's like a rising, what is your rising sign? And there happens those things. And another one is a moon sign. Jupiter is influencing somehow like our emotional world. So it's expanding, everything is expanding, and looks like in your case, there is such a victorious moment. Even the luck dragon is here saying like, give all you got because you will be a success story. There is this hero here coming home. It's all kind of very, very like a leadership position, taking, even telling prophecies. You're able to do maybe like a coffee cup predictions. I don't know, but of course the lock lady is holding the lock, and the lock is telling. The lock is aware. Okay, a little spiritual reading. Okay, let's verify a little bit for Aquarius. So we have here, see the self again. These other cards. These were my own cards. I have designed it. This is only one deck I made. This handmade deck. And indeed, there is some lock lady stories. It's nice that you got them. Okay, Aquarius, let's show who you are. Spirit sees you now in May. So there's a confirmation. You are Hierophant, so spiritual leader. In this case, they are sitting here. What they are doing? Cat and two women are sitting there with a child, and they're busy doing something. But this is a Hierophant card again, and it's May as well. This is totally the month of May. So it is confirmation the month of May. It is not what is outside, but what is inside that counts. And do what you love in the service of those who love what you do. This is supposed to now be really happening in May. You in your powers. Then very positive reading. Now we are taking an archetype, because hero is always on a journey, and there is some point where you are on your journey, and I'm gonna show it to you where you are now in May. Aquarius. Oh my god, things are dropping. Okay. Maybe should I accept this? Maybe it came like that. Okay. So it wanted to show whatever I see, I cannot unsee. So these two cards were like jumping like that. The King and the Mentor. And they are the same as this is an Emperor and a Hierophant. So the same message. I have to read them both. I wanted to come like this. The mentor, the teacher, the sage, the guru. It is said that cosmic knowledge pours down on the world like a great illuminated waterfall. This can be an overwhelming force. The true teacher, though, is said to be able to hold this flow of wisdom at bay while the student sips from a focused stream. The mentor archetype has a gift for reading the room, for sensing the exact ingredient that will stimulate growth within the student, whether pleasant or painful. The mentor may appear aloof or available, harsh or tender, humorous or rigid. The gift is to know what serves the soul. Ultimately, the mentor is in service of the greater cosmic good and aids in elevation of consciousness. Anytime the mentor forgets this humble link and mistakes themselves for the source of enlightenment, the archetype falls into shadow. When light, focused, clear, bright, remains a student, when dark, self-serving, envious of youth, righteous and rigid. Keep in mind how easy it is to project power onto another. The expressions feet of clay and cult of personality exists for a reason. Okay, and then we have not just that, we have a king also here. This is number 6 and this is 12. So the king, Aquarius. The ruler, the commander, the emperor. If our lives are imagined as kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over it all. Through the lens of the king, we assess the state of our land, make decisions, and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be truly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you toward peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There is not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. And just to remind you, like the third eye chakra crystal is also totally being this kind of king energy, being a ruler, because you are in the highest throne when you're able to be having this kind of third eye open. You're fully in your power then. And then when light, benevolence, divine leadership, service, nobility, when dark, oppression, misuse of power and corruption. Once the king's relationship to divinity is broken or challenged, he often acts from a place of fear, scrambling to uphold his image and power. The king is necessary. He is bridge between the eternal and the day-to-day. It is also said that it's necessary for the king to die. This is death of an ego. I'm interested to see that these are repeating. So this is totally a mentor type, this Hierophant here, and this is totally the king. And they were just switching the place, and they are the same, we're dropping here. So you clearly have that something about those archetypes now activated. And even the Hierophant is in the center of your reading. So the mentor is completely, and the spiritual leader is in the center of your reading. Okay, let's see. More advice. A light message for Aquarius. I am intentional. Then purpose card. Aquarius. Writing. You heal, inspire, teach, and entertain with the words you write. Really, it's about that. Very fitting to this mentor archetype as well. To write something. Now, I will read this past in the end. I'm still gonna take current feelings of a person, Aquarius. Midnight romance. So soon I'm gonna pick one of the Aquarius. I already saw one question in the comment. If the person is here, I will soon take it. Here is current feelings of a person, Aquarius. If you are single, this is the highest person in the planet for you. Trying to channel what is available. We have here love potion, intoxicating chemistry, sexuality, heart alchemy, flowing feelings, bottled feelings, elixir, spirit, pleasure, love, bond, magic, or magical. Okay, so I feel there's that. Once upon a time, it's a show time, no more hiding. Nemo, Finding Nemo. Finding Nemo teaches the classic Pixar Disney lesson about the importance of family, acceptance, kindness, and love, as well as exciting tale of adventure, overcoming adversity, and teamwork. Something about the story of Nemo, and then Dark Angel. What is it? Angie, you can't say we never tried. And the dreams we had so close. And your kisses still taste sweet. I still love you. Remember all those nights we cried. Angie, Angie, when will those clouds all disappear? Wow, I get strange feeling. This is totally there. Angie, Angie. Nice. Dark Angel. Very spiritual in the end here. So let's read this cat card. This is your final advice for May. Last. Holy longing, desire, instinct, sensuality. The sensual cat goddess bust creates the compelling desire to be born into form from the disembodied Ba soul in the realm of formlessness. Her instinctual holy longing is irresistible in its urgency to create new life. She shows us that the bird is sacred and being born into form is a blessing, not a curse. She is our guardian through the birding chambers each time we are ready to renew our form. As a fertility goddess, Bast represents the sacred side of lust and the discernment to know when to surrender to the holy longing, which is based in the desire to embody form and connect to the soft, warm animal aspect of our human bodies. Without her alluring promise of new delights, we would never have the impetus or courage to re-enter the cosmic bird canal and be born over and over again. With each bird, we celebrate the joy and magic of our precious incarnations here on Earth. One of Bast's functions is to help the bird mother distinguish and call for the new soul that is coming toward her during conception. Every act of creation requires birth, whether it is the words that come from your mouth or the food that arrives at the table. If you have drawn this card, Bast is showing up as a guardian and a guide to lead you to your heart's desire and to bring your instincts and sensuality into alignment with your holy longing. Pay close attention to what you are now birthing into the world. Bast will help you see and hold to the higher dedication and commitment underlying what you most desire to create. Additionally, consider how cats are self-confident and self-contained and how they reflect for us a strong example of self-love and self-care. If Bast appears in your reading, make the time to settle in and pamper yourself. You deserve it. Wow, and I actually realized like here is even a cat on the table, on this local lady's table. So everything comes together here. This like I have this kind of moment, even like a sherry cake, like a pamper yourself, like whatever you want. Have like a favorite coffee or tea or whatever it is. Spirit wanna encourage that. You deserve it. You deserve feeling the abundance. The abundance is here also. The next action. So you should start feeling it. So that was the general reading for Aquarius, and now I'm gonna look if the person who was asking Harsh Vadan Pat is still here, who is having an Aquarius girlfriend, and person has Aquarius rising. So what does he feel about me? Okay, are you still here? You could answer me. It would be nice to know that you are still here, because it's like a when I do this reading, it's good to have some kind of response. I think you are fitting, because I need to have somebody who is really Aquarius. And you have Aquarius rising, so it's okay. Anyway, this was my own tarot deck. Maybe one day I can produce it to sell. Not yet. It's just one piece. A unique piece. I love that the lock lady came for you. So this is now the reading. I'm gonna prepare. Not sure if harsh button what is still, but I can try to in the end to tag it. So my reading always starts that I pull a crystal based on that. So let's focus on energy. Harsh one but okay, root chakra, a little bit insecure, like a this would be like a safety and security. You are looking for safety and security. Maybe that's why you ask. There is my deck. You will get this So Below deck from this book of Shadow Tarot. I'm going to use this one. And this Ordinary Shadow Stories. I love this kind of subjects for my readings, so we go deep. Now we have so Aquarius girlfriend, and you have Aquarius rising. What she feels about me. What kind of spread? Maybe I just take cards for you and her. Then we see a little more. Oh my god. So they came like that. I don't want to take it like this, but oh my god, there's so much. No. We have to have a little bit order here. Let's have this in this way, like a dream reading, because Aquarius is such a dreaming power. In my dream reading, I make it like in form of a triangle, and we start like that. So this, and this is telling about the feelings of your girlfriend. Before we start, I put something else here too. Psychic heart. This is a beautiful deck for any heart-related questions. So I'm gonna put you and her in the middle of this reading. This is telling about her feelings. And now we are harsh Parampat. Who are you? And your person. Didn't say her name. It's Aquarius girlfriend. Let's see this first. So you are showing up like a 7 of, is this, what is this color? Seek of truth. Sadness and isolation. What? Wait, what is this number? Yeah, 7 of Swords. So you're showing a little bit insecure because it's like usually this would be the stealing the knives from the enemy's camp, and it can be a pain. And indeed you are wanting to know the truth. That's why you are here. Not bad, because I'm very much into telling you the truth. While here we have girlfriend showing about like a sadness and isolation. So clearly there is some issues going on here. That's why maybe you are now reflecting this. You both have the sword energy, and both are pretty hard. 3 of Swords would be heartbreak, and this is also pain, and this crystal is also root chakra, so it is just some painful thing. And I don't know, are you talking about separation, or there is some kind of arguments between you? Definitely these are hard cards. So sadness and isolation. Definitely sadness, isolation is usually indeed that you are going to be isolating, because you need to find your center and your strength back, because you are like losing it. Let's read the stories. Let's focus on her. You are just sticking the truth. Girlfriend is showing up like sorrow, disappointment, trust, and healing. Love can bring both joy and sorrow. When disappointment enters your life, it's important to acknowledge the accompanying sadness and feelings of loss. However, it's equally vital not to dwell on the loss. The temptation may be to isolate yourself from the world and cling to your grief. This card is a reminder to trust that this situation, as hard as it may be, is in your best interest. It's time to gently let go of the sorrow and disappointment. Sorrow can hold you back, or it can elevate you to a new levels of understanding. And I'm also saying sadness is not bad. Sorrow and sadness can elevate you another levels of understanding. Focusing on your sadness and loss will prevent you from attracting new positive energy around relationships. So it's time to turn your disappointment into hope for the future. Ask what lessons you can learn from the situation. Move beyond despair into healing and joyful love. Let go and move on. You have more powerful spiritual forces helping you than you could ever imagine. Me also here. But maybe you need to see yourself also, because you're seeking the truth. I just feel like I want to show very short card of what is my own drawing, because these are my own interpretation of this card, and I think you need to see. The girlfriend is showing like this. I have been locked inside your heart-shaped box for weeks, Kurt Cobain, and my heart still works. This kind of feeling, like sadness like this. And the Seven of Swords, where is it? There's also this kind of card, as long as we don't die, this is gonna be a hell of a story, John Green. If you want to write a book, then just write it. Failure is a greater teacher than success, Clarissa Pinkola Estes. This you could take from here. I'm gonna read this seek the truth meaning also. This could be really healing. So you are in this relationship showing like this. Intuition, question, deception, inequity. Intuition is a powerful ally, and now is good time to follow and trust your inner promptings. It may be that it is not as it seems in some of your relationships. Use your psychic senses to determine which of your associations may be questionable. Trust in what your intuition is saying right now. As much as you like to trust these people or this person, it's important to question their motives. Be cautious about sharing your most private thoughts and feelings in order to avoid allowing yourself to be placed in a vulnerable position. Be diligent in physically scanning your interactions for possible deception. Be wary of one-sided relationships in which the other person is not participating fully or is avoiding obligations and responsibility. Now is the ideal opportunity to get to the bottom of this behavior, and certainly at all times be sure that your role in your relationships is above board and based on honesty. Truth is heart healing. So it might be that there is some things that this, especially my card, give a hint that you should write. Sometimes in the argument situation, writing a letter to other person makes it easier to tell, like almost like a poet. Like it feels much more romantic. It could be even that you play a song to other person, and then you kind of get across this kind of heavy walls that the other person start to build, or end up in some this is like a heart-shaped box, but end up locking their heart away. You could writing or connecting with the words, you could reach them. This is gonna be a hell of a story. See this like that. What is your story? But now we see how she feels. Aquarius girlfriend. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. This is not bad. This is usually very lucky. But we had this hard feelings here. But this is usually good luck and fortune. Wheel of Fortune. We have even the Sphinx reading here, and usually in this, the truth is this is like karma. In this case where I say like a karma is a bitch, like this there is something like a karmic stuff going on here, because this is a negative cards here. I would say like sometimes we are lucky and sometimes not, and the wheel keeps turning, so you just have to be centering on the wheel. But you've still, that Aquarius girlfriend feels in tune with the seasons. Like there is this 10 energy, can be luck too, but can be also karma. It can be good and bad, you know, this black and white. Then there is also, okay, Knight of Swords. So the writing comes again. She actually is writing something. She is making some notes or thinking about this stuff while writing. This is ambitious knight, usually able to really like find like Knight of Swords is actually really much on the task. Could be even work related ambitious. She might be even indeed do some kind of thinking related working, and then it's like just very much working, because it's ambitious, it's very much work related. But about you, it could be even that she's trying to write that letter to you. You should actually write to her because you could make her happy. And then King of Swords. Yes, she's very much busy in her career. So I think, oh, the candle went off. What does that mean? We have a here candle went off. When there's a lot of sadness, maybe indeed the fire might go off, and you have to light the candle again. How do you do it? Anyway, she's King of Sword. Totally, this is Aquarius card. This is Aquarius is a kind of person, or any air sign king, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, that is valuing things with the truth and with the newest information. So if the information is showing that the business go well, or the relationship go well, that's the fact then. But she's analyzing. She's analyzing here for sure. So she's writing and she's making her analysis about what's going on, and she's taking in considers all the years or all year or how long time, whatever you have been. She remembers everything. It's like this Wheel of Fortune kind of tells about. She knows what's been going on, and now somehow there's some disappointment here. There is this saying, of course, expectations are disappointments in disguise. So is there something that she expected? She saw some potential in you and you couldn't deliver. It's a little bit harsh to say this, but something is disappointing here. She anyway is looking like she's putting focus on her work. But she valued the truth clearly, and you are seeking the truth, so that is aligning with you for sure. Okay, let's put a little bit light in the situation. I don't know even if you are anymore here seeing this reading. Maybe somebody else is. Harsh Vardhan, but what is the light in this situation is I'm focused. So being intentional and focused is a good thing. I'm gonna verify one more time you in this relationship, who you are showing up. Harsh Varanpat and Aquarius girlfriend. What's going on? Aquarius girlfriend. Okay, you are going. Okay, the Queen of Pentacle came in this side. And is this the end of the relationship? Oh, I have to calculate it. 9. No, is it 10? 9. 9. Okay, it's 9. So it's a dark night of the soul moment that she can't sleep, she can't, she's waking in the night. Indeed, it's a lot of worry and sadness here. Well, you are projecting, like when this came on your side, you are of course a man, you are just seeing her always as a good wife. It shows in your energy that you just see her as the wife material, or like the good girlfriend. You just, this is the good girlfriend card. So of course you can be this nurturing person in this relationship too, but she is just in anxiety here. So how you can comfort her or being helping, that would be the question now. How you can increase the safety, because the archetype in this root chakra is the positive is mother, like nurturing mother. This would be really mother type 2, and the negative is a victim. So there is this victim energy now here, but you should turn it to the mother side, like nurturing and taking care of this relationship. How can you do that? That's a question. But your person is definitely having anxiety and not can sleep well, and is sad and is isolating. And I think if you write to her, you could reach her, because she's even a writer type herself. That could be her love language. Yes. What else could be the love language? I think the writing, the written words is definitely a love language here. Chocolate box, gift box. Giving gifts could be another one. So if you want to make any peace with her, you give her a gift, you write her a letter, something like this. Then she feel like you are like wanting to help. Okay, so this is for you, and I think this was the reading for Aquarius. I have to come back for the Pisces. I think the time is already up, like the Pisces are even waiting. The reading to start. So I end it here. I don't see the person now commenting anything, but I'll try to take it later. Thank you for seeing this, and of course any new person here, thank you for subscribing. I'm really glad if I'm able to get soon to the 2,000 subscribers. We are very close. Thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, bye.